Hi everyone, today on ZenturiansMoney.com we have a new video for you. Do you have to be smart to be rich? Why do stockbrokers exist and why shouldn't we trust what they say? How to be your own financial advisor. Many people want you to feel inept when it comes to finances. For various reasons, just think like one of those financial advisors and you will see why they do what they do. First, if you are part of that group, you can control millions of dollars from others without having to respond in case something goes wrong, but you will charge a commission if it goes good. That is usually a percentage for handling this amount. Inside the mind of the average financial advisor. For example, let's consider the viewer to be an athlete, artist, engineer, lawyer, or doctor, and thanks to their work they can save several $1,000s annually. However, they were never educated in finance, either because the money was associated with greed, looked bored, or did not think it was useful. So you entrusted your savings to someone else, a stock investor or equity investor, the two most popular advisors among non-loss investors. We also have a video about the types of investors. However, these financial advisors rarely know what they are doing. And we can check this in a very simple way. Ask your advisor how many assets he or she has. According to surveys carried out on stockbrokers and mutual funds, only 20% of them would be willing to invest in what they advise. Crazy, don't. And, most likely, they have no assets and live only on their investment commissions. Therefore, you are giving all this that you achieved with the effort to someone who generally has more power of conviction than financial experience. And the truth is that here is the risk in giving your money to the man who calls himself a teacher, but he still goes to Wall Street by subway. In other words, no more than another employer in a different area. We know this may sound harsh at first. There are plenty of equity investors and brokers who are excellent at what they do. But these are not cheap and tend to charge high commissions. However, we strongly advise giving 20% to someone who knows what they are doing, before relying on an asset less selling for 7% commission. Not all that glitters is gold, and trusting 100% in a single investor is putting all your eggs in the same place. Although we must admit that we know the best investor you can find around the world, and this person doesn't charge a commission, look at them in any mirror, and you may ask for the phone. We recommend this investor for several reasons, because he or she understands that everything done will be for them, not for your boss, government, or bank. And most importantly, you will not play with someone else's money, so you will be more careful before giving the green light to the transaction. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, I suggest you see our complete playlist. How to choose your strategy to grow rich. Being good at something is not enough to become a millionaire. Choosing the battlefield in the war strategy, yes. In today's economy there are 4 battlefields: employee, self-employed, entrepreneur, and investor. Each one has its advantages and disadvantages. The really important thing here is based on that you are honest with yourself and choose the one that you like the best and the best benefits it can bring you. Employee, their motto is security, so they usually stay in the same place. The wealth cases here are quite limited. One of the few successful examples are the managers of large companies, who work 12 hours per day. Self-employed, their motto is autonomy. They believe that for something to be done well they have to do it themselves. Although they are not employees and do not have a boss, they play under the same rules of payment for hours of work. We make an aside here because the previous two are those that are formed in schools, that is, they are part of the majority and therefore do not enjoy many privileges. Entrepreneur, their motto is leadership. They know that you do not need to be smart to have a company. You should only hire those who, if they are, because they will do the hard work. They are also responsible for sales, but also how the cake will be distributed. Investor, their motto is freedom. These prefer others to make it rich, before working for themselves, so they personally invest in stocks, real estate, bonds, and other things. Business groups have twice the advantage because they not only receive the largest pieces of the pie, furthermore, they are protected by the government. Because no politician likes unemployment and low popularity, so they lower taxes on companies and investors as they promote employment. What does well to the majority of the population? Also, these are not the type of savers, because an economy of savers shrinks, while one of investors grows. Just think how many things you would buy if you keep all your income under your mattress. Exactly, nothing. And as most know, the economy grows as sales grow. A saving society is not a good system, but neither is a credit society. Well, it depends on the credit. Now it's time to clarify that there is good credit and bad credit. Words more or words less. The good one is the one used to generate assets, while the bad one is the one that aims to get a liability. We remember that an asset produces money while a liability spends money monthly. However, it is well known that lost money can be recovered, because you learn how to invest for the next time and thus recover the money. But lost time does not teach you much. That is, at first glance it may seem safer to waste an hour in calculus for an economist in training than $500 in a bad investment. However, insurance does not pay well, and while one knows how to make operations that he will never use, the other knows how to invest appropriately for the next time. We clarify that we are referring to time wasted on activities that do not benefit, and money misused for activities without purpose. Have the power and do what you want most. Many people popularly associate this with something bad, because it supposedly corrupts the soul or generates suffering and greed. But, this is a thought molded to easily control those without power. Also, stories are made up that power is surpassing others, and clearly many will use their influences to make laws. But the vast majority of us refer to power as the freedom to choose what happens. That is, choosing the interests, income, taxes, or the appearance of the business and not depending on others to decide until what day you can continue working there. The real power is doing more with less by bringing people together to support this common cause. In this case, you have the possibility to choose the plan to be taken, so creativity is very important and see every problem as an opportunity to create a solution and therefore a business. In investments, which means having power over investments means deciding on how the company operates. And for this, you need more than a financial advisor, who in most cases does not invest their own money where he tells you to. However, having power means being rich, because it is investing in things that you can manage. For example, many people who are proud of their car would not lend it to the first boy who asked for it, even if you go inside during the journey, for the simple reason that you do not have the steering wheel, and unless you can get inside the minds of others and knowing how good they are at what they do is impossible to know if they are the right ones for the business. It's 1,000 times better that you learn to run your business and take it where you want and it seems best to you. So stop feeling bad about having more money and wanting more, be proud of it and you begin to treat it as such, because with money you are the one with the power, not only about how to pay and spend within your business, but also about how and where to travel, what to do on a Monday and whom to obey and hire. So have your business now. Many when we talk about business think of a company that was formerly closely related to factories, plantations, or mines, but as we have already talked about it, the world has changed and a company is not just one that sells a product. Now it's easier. For example, think about what you like best and how you can earn money doing it. Even now, you already have a business mission. Now find a way to monetize or sell it. Remember, this may even be information. Just look at us. We love financial literacy, and we earn money and experience through this. And you are one of us, an entrepreneur, whom, despite the difficulties of having a factory or a management center, has enough vision to see these problems as opportunities when we turn on our laptop. Are you ready to develop your idea and form your business? We know that you are already excited that you have an idea, and now is the time to think. Study before you act, saving you time, money, and failed attempts. Before you launch that business, find someone who knows about it. You can do it for free on the internet, watch blogs, videos, or listen to podcasts of the legends in that area. You will learn what to do or to pay for someone's professional advice. Then, draw up a strategy and a way to achieve it. Study how to make it successful, if it's the way or how, that is, through social networks, internet pages, physical business, books, etc. Since you know what and how to produce, think a few days about how to optimize that others plan and make it yours. Here you can combine several strategies, for example, in our case having a website, a YouTube channel, a podcast, our Zen tutoring and Z courses and our consulting projects. Of course, we need your support. As you saw, we combined several strategies to offer a complete experience, because not all learners learn the same, and that allowed us to be in several markets. You can read more about us on our About Us page. Once you have these strategies turned into your own plan, look for people who make your job simpler, promote employment and freedom. This is called having a team, and you need leadership for it. Socialize your idea with yours, let them participate, and you will increase the flow of new ideas. I'm not lying when we tell you that the original idea was a YouTube channel. You already have the what, the how, and the equipment. You have everything you need to form your company or business, so start work and make that others work, and depending on the product you are developing, you can launch it in the market in a few weeks. Don't rush. Remember that an unsatisfied customer is a lost customer. We were trained in the first modern pandemic, and it took us several months before the first publication. So don't worry about it, good things take time, and think about how much time you have already wasted in your job, college, or university. Well, this was a small guide. If you want to receive a more detailed one with more steps, subscribe our channel, read our blog, listen to our podcast, even better if you do everything. We also have an exclusive premium program for you.